So let's talk about the stock market. The stock market has been declining pretty precipitously for a bit of time. Looking here at the NASDAQ, or as Trump used to refer to it, the NASDAQ. If you look at the last month, it's been quite a decline from close to 16,000 all the way down to about below 13,000. So it's about 2,000 over 6 million, well, 12%, just some very, very rough math, about 12%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average peaking around close to 37K, now down to just above 34. So about 2,700 over 37, about 8% decline. Okay. So we really have been starting to get into where people are talking about elements of a correction or a slowdown of some kind. Now, today, at one point, the Dow was down some kind of completely toxic amount. But as we were getting ready to stream here, all of a sudden the markets turned positive and we got, about a third of a point climb in the S&P and a third of a point in the Dow and 2/3 of a point in the NASDAQ. Now, similarly, with crypto, we saw that for the last month, it's been a massive, massive pullback. And in fact, from a peak of about $67,000 per Bitcoin, down almost 50% off, if you can believe it. So dozens of emails, people saying, David, what are you doing? You own stocks. You own Bitcoins. What are you doing? And I'm doing absolutely nothing. I'm doing absolutely nothing. And part of why I'm doing absolutely nothing is because of this. This is the one day on Bitcoin. And then at the end of the day, this is the pretty solid day for the Dow at the end of the day. So I'm going to go through with you guys what I tweeted today. Selling when stocks are down really doesn't make any sense. I will continue buying without altering my asset allocation because there's really no other sensible option based on my age and risk tolerance. Imagine if today I said at this time, right? Oh my God, we are effed. I'm getting out. I've already mistimed the market. In the last 4 hours, I already would have mistimed the market. I don't have any idea what's going to happen. Now, this could be what's so-called dead cat bounce. And then tomorrow stocks go down and they could go down. I heard that Meet Kevin Fafrath was selling everything, sell everything, short everything for 2 months. I have no idea, guys. What I do know is that the more days I hold stocks, and by stocks, I'm talking about mutual funds, broad-based index funds, the more I earn in dividends, right? If I hold a mutual fund 365 days as opposed to 30, I earn more in dividends. When stock prices are lower, the dividends buy me, here we go now, more shares. And by mutual funds, I want to be clear. I mean the lowest possible cost index funds where you pay 5 basis points. I'm not doing ETFs. I'm just doing total market index fund, 5 basis points. That's all I pay. I'm not paying any big advisor. I'm not paying front load, back load, any of it. Okay. And what really cracks me up are the people gleefully saying, all the crypto people lost all their money. We told you they lost all their money. First of all, you sound kind of dumb when you look at the big picture. But again, do you have the right asset allocation? And even in the chat, I see people laughing about, David, you idiot with your Bitcoin. I got in here. Okay. As I've said before, I've determined, I think Bitcoin is here to stay enough that I want 3 to 5% of my assets in the major cryptos. Okay. I've already sold everything I originally invested 10, 20 times over. It's all the house's money. If it goes to zero, I lose 3 to 5% of what I have right now, but I'm already, 10, 20x. Okay. So it's just weird when people laugh about this stuff. It's like, have you chosen the right asset allocation? For a lot of people, the right asset allocation is, I don't know, people roughly my age, or the right asset allocation might be 5% in crypto, 15% in bonds. Let me make sure this adds up to 100. 5% crypto, 15 bonds. Maybe some people have a lot of real estate, some don't. Maybe 20% in real estate, that's 40. And then maybe, even that other 60 in stocks wouldn't be crazy. Probably 70% of it in US, 30% in internet. Really, really simple stuff. If that's the right asset allocation for your risk tolerance, what are you going to do when things go down? You shouldn't do anything because you're in the right asset allocation. I don't know how many times I have to explain this to people. So anyway, for everybody asking what I did absolutely nothing. I did absolutely nothing. I'm just going to keep buying. And then we'll see where we are in a year or whatever the case may be. Now, let's just look at some of the responses here to my tweet, because there's a lot of just, fundamentally, there's a lot. Financial education in this country is horrendous, as Noon Wine points out. That's exactly right. Let's see. Dollar cost average forever. Deepak says buy the dip. I'm not actually saying buy the dip. Buy the dip implies market timing. And this is so important for people to understand. Buy the dip suggests you are strategically holding back money that should be allocated to stocks based on your allocation for a dip, at which point you would say, now I'm going to buy. I'm not advocating that because I don't advocate timing the market. I hope people understand that. What I'm advocating for is, if you have a plan where on a monthly schedule you buy, you stick to the plan. If you are holding money to pick a time to buy, that's timing. I don't think I'm smart enough, guys. I don't think I'm smart enough to do that. So I don't do that. On a schedule, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Buy Tesla. Do you invest in leveraged ETFs? No, I use no leverage whatsoever. Let's see what else we've got here. Nothing makes me, see, this is one of the dumb ones. Nothing makes me as happy as knowing there were people that had sell orders for Bitcoin at 69,000 and missed it by $10, and hopefully it never recovers. The emotional attachment to these things. Tesla, it's overpriced, it's bad. Bitcoin, it's bad, it's good. I love it when people lose money in Bitcoin or in stocks or whatever. Guys, pick an asset allocation and stick with it. That's it. I experience no glee or dread. I have no attachment to these assets whatsoever. It's, I don't know. It could get worse before it gets better. Yeah, all right. I think people get it. So that's basically everything as far as stocks go. Anything else on this? Anything else on stocks? I mean, I feel like I've kind of said it all. Yeah, people are saying it makes them anxious when stocks go down. I'm like sulking around the house complaining to my girlfriend. I'm not denying that. Obviously I am, but but I know I'm in it for the long haul.